To mark this special occasion of the NSTF, I now call on Professor Jeffrey Mphahlele in Johannesburg to make the announcement of the awardee to receive the third NSTF Ukhozi Award. To assist him here in Cape Town, we call Professor Ali Danse, the immediate past chairperson of the NSTF, to hand over the trophy. And the awardees, you would be happy, hopefully you picked up earlier, that even though it is the year of quantum science and technology, the trophy is still the same size. All right, so I'm going to hand over to Johannesburg for Prof. Jeffrey to make the announcement.
Thank you, Dr. Gillian. Ladies and gentlemen, you see me for the last time now. But this is really a wonderful occasion and something that doesn't happen quite often. It is about the award of the Ukhozi Award. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the Executive Committee has awarded Ukhozi Award in celebration of the NSTF's 30th anniversary. And this award goes to Mr. Dawie Botha. So, just a summary. You will find the details about the award in the booklet. It's actually on page 18 and page 19. And I'm not going to take your time reading the entire 2 pages. I just want to say the recipients of the Ukhozi Awards have made outstanding contributions of service during their lifetime to South Africa, to the NSTF as an organization, and also to the world. So when we honor somebody with Ukhozi Award, it's not because we feel we just want to give an award. You can see is the third one since the inception of NSTF Awards. So why Mr. Dawie Botha? We are convinced as the NSTF EXCO that Mr. Dawie Botha has made major contributions to the promotion and exponential growth of professionals in SET, often abbreviated as ProSET. He was the co-chairperson of ProSET for a number of years, and he has been able to grow the membership of this sector to over 50 professional societies, including civil engineering in the last 2 decades. So, Dawie Botha has got a passion of science, and he's also leaving a legacy, not just to NSTF, but to the South African basic education, because that project is actually targeting school learners. You heard about Stimulator Project, and this, amongst other people, is the brainchild of Dawie Botha. So he has gifted South Africa with Stimulator. If you want to read about it, you go to stimulator.org. You'll find more about it. So I hope you are convinced that Dawie Botha is a worthy recipient of this award. And I can also tell you that Dawie is an honorary fellow of SAICE, fellow of the Institute of Municipal Engineers of Southern Africa, IMESA, and the South African Academy of Engineering, SAAE. At some point, he received the SAICE Presidential Award. So you'll agree with me that Dawie is a worthy recipient of Ukhozi Award. Let's join our hands again for Dawie Botha. Over to Cape Town.
Thank you. I'm also reading this because I won't be able to say a word without having it in front of me. I'd like to start off. The motto of the South African coat of arms is written in a Khoisan language and translates to diverse people unite. This motto emphasizes unity and belonging within the nation, encouraging collective action and national pride. And that is exactly what we're celebrating tonight. Minister Simandi, my sincere thanks for your long-standing support for NSTF, in particular science, engineering, and technology in general. Tonight is once more proof of what South Africa is achieving, and I believe we should shout it from the rooftops. South Africa, I believe, is undervalued in the world for what it contributes. And at these award ceremonies, we see that. So we should really make sure the world gets to know about it. And that's what we did in 1994. I was the executive director of the Institution of Civil Engineering. I told somebody tonight, I had this bow tie made, South African flag bow tie. I had another tie made, and when we went overseas, I pasted my luggage with South African flags, and I believe it made a difference. We should stand up and be noticed. It promotes and encourages discussion, and to bring South Africa to the world. I also appeal to all the winners and finalists tonight to volunteer their services, to support our country and its upcoming generations. It's fantastic to see the Brilliance program, and last year I was privileged, we live out in Hermanus nowadays, to have the Brilliance students there and to go to SANSA, South African National Space Agency. I was actually amazed what is happening right in our little town, and what it contributes to the world and to South Africans. So I really want you to support volunteerism. A huge portion of my life consisted of volunteering, and as such, I'm thankful what has been achieved by my colleagues and I. Now, I think there's a certain whiskey that says, keep walking. And I would like to say, keep walking. My thanks also, obviously, to Jansie Niehaus, Wilna Eksteen, my colleagues in Proset and the Stimulator team, Richard Gunderson, Gerra Botha, Johan Martens, Karabo, Riabetswe, and to Mankwe and all the other staff at the NSTF, whose support is so crucial. I think we sometimes drive them up the wall with what we want to do, and they have to rein us in because we're so excited about stuff. And then I would like to say a special thank you to Mari Ashpol. I think she's in Joburg tonight, for her dedication and for writing up the chronicles, which you will be able to read about in the brochure later tonight. Then last but absolutely not the least, thank you to my wife Ria of 54 years. Our children and grandchildren who made it possible for me to chase after things like Stimulator and so many other projects in Proset at our church community and in our community in Overstrand. Until recently, I said I had my old Tonnies, my old ladies. They will phone up and say, Dawie, please come repair a tap or rehang a door. And now I can't do it anymore, but part of volunteerism. In closing, Soli Deo Gloria, I stand here by the grace of God. Thank you.